Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Awaken and Ascend. I'm Vanessa Grace, your guide on this big, brave adventure back to your truest self. Today, we're cracking open a huge, juicy conversation. Why do we keep repeating the same patterns even when they're painful? And how can we finally break free? If you've ever thought, why do I keep ending up in the same place no matter how hard I try? Buckle up, babe. This episode is going to hit deep, but it's also going to liberate you. Imagine you're walking through a beautiful wild garden, but every time you try to take a different path, your feet somehow end up walking the same worn track over and over again. You don't mean to. You swear you're going to change. You even feel desperate sometimes. But there you are, stuck in the same story, different scenery, same comfortable path. Sound familiar? Here's the raw truth. Your subconscious mind, the part of you that runs about 95% of your daily life, doesn't care if you're happy. It only cares if you're safe. And safe to your subconscious just means familiar. So even if a situation is toxic, draining, or heartbreaking, if it feels familiar, your subconscious will drag you back there like a bad boyfriend with a bag of chips at 2 a.m. Familiar equals safe to your subconscious. Your brain loves predictability more than it loves happiness. The ego would rather suffer in known territory than risk the unknown. Repetitive compulsion. In psychology, repetition compulsion is when you unconsciously recreate old traumas or patterns in an attempt to finally win them. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work until you heal, not hustle. The break free moment. True freedom comes when you realize discomfort doesn't mean danger. It can mean growth. Let's talk about Demi Lovato for a second. For years, she openly spoke about struggling with addiction and toxic relationships. Even after huge wins like Grammy nominations and sold-out tours, she found herself slipping back into destructive patterns. It wasn't because she was weak. It was because her subconscious kept pulling her back into the familiar chaos she knew from childhood. Her real healing started not when she got more successful, but when she did deep work on her emotional patterns and inner work. That's the work that matters. That's the work you're being invited into now. I want you to pause with me here. Where are you clinging to an old pattern because it feels safe? Even if it's actually painful. What part of you still believes that struggle is your natural state? Just breathe into that for a moment. You're not broken. You're human. And awareness is the start of everything. Your future isn't waiting for you to fix yourself. It's waiting for you to remember that you were never broken in the first place. You're just learning how to stop choosing suffering out of habit. Breaking the cycle isn't about bulldozing yourself into change. It's about loving yourself through every messy, terrifying, thrilling step of letting go. Think about Lizzo. Before she exploded into global fame, she spent years performing to tiny crowds, battling self-doubt and trying to fit into what the music industry wanted her to be. She had moments where she almost gave up, almost went back to safety. But she realized playing small wasn't safe. It was killing her spirit. So she stopped. She started showing up fully, unapologetically, and rewriting the script. Today, Lizzo isn't just successful. She's iconic because she broke the damn cycle. Patterns don't change by thinking about them. They change by choosing differently, even when it feels wildly uncomfortable. One brave, tiny act at a time. And remember, every time you choose freedom over familiarity, you are healing not just yourself, but generations that came before you and generations still to come. If this episode stirred something inside you, beautiful soul, trust it. The Soul Seeker community may be your perfect next step towards letting some self-care back into your life. Choose you, girlfriend. Next episode, we're going even deeper. We'll explore self-identity shifts. Who you have to become to create the life you actually want, not just dream about. And if you're ready to walk this path for real, Break Free and Become is your personal roadmap. And if your heart is nudging you, that's your sign. Until then, stay brave, stay open, and stay gloriously you.